But I had Brian Carrot too out of the what is that book? John Riley book. One of the Art of Bob. We did a bunch of stuff in there with brushes, but I think maybe the best brush lesson I ever had was with Sam Ulano, and he showed me a ton of different patterns you could do, and it wasn't on a snare drum. He put this big cardboard piece of cardboard down on the pad, and it had a circle. It was like a drum pad. And you just got that swish because you can't get it on rubber. You can't get it on a rubber pad. You got the same sort of sound, the same sort of swish sound, and he just showed me a ton of stuff, man. It was fun. And we were on cardboard, and we were doing this great freaking stuff, man. It was great. Dominic just called me. I call everybody by their first name. I don't know. Let's see. What's his last name? Dominic. Scroll. Sorry, guys. I want to get it right. Giratano. Yes, and Dominic is a friend of mine. It's funny how you wind up in situations with people and you meet the people that you need to meet in your life, and Sam was one of the people that I needed to meet in my life. Dominic is a Long Island guy, and I met Dominic when I joined up with the Medford Jazz Band, a good old jazz band, good old fashioned. But he was the drummer. This is a sweet, fantastic guy. He let me sit in. We traded stuff. He gave me advice. And it turned out that he studied with Sam. He was one of Sam's right-hand man, one of his very close students for a long time. And it was just funny that worked out. And actually, I'm not 100% sure if they're working on the documentary still, but there's supposed to be a documentary about the biggest riot, and there's something on YouTube about it too. The biggest riot in rock history was with the Pill. A guy from the Sex Pistols, I think Sid Vicious, some other guy, Johnny Rotten maybe, somebody else maybe. It was before my time, I don't know. But and Sam was the drums. Sam found out the day of or the night before or something they needed somebody to sub in on drums, so Sam took the job. He was working what's that store called? Mania's. I think it's not there anymore because Sam Ash bought it out. And they came in, they said, we need a drummer. Sam said, okay. And so there was a huge riot because they were playing behind a curtain, and student pretty much saved Sam's life because they were rushing at the stage because the fans were PO'd that they were performing behind this curtain and they couldn't see him. I guess they were shooting something for a video or something. And so they started throwing bottles and they were rushing the stage. And so one of Sam's students kind of took Sam and shot. He was like a bodyguard or security or something for a living. He shot the gun off in the air and said to the crowd, "Get out of my way!" And he just kind of took Sam off. And that guy was Dominic. So Dominic saved him. And so I just got a call from Dominic this afternoon, and he's like, "Caryn, I moved and I got tons of Sam's books coming. I'll give you a great price on it." So that's what my weekend is going to be, is hanging out with Dominic and getting a bunch of Sam's books that I don't have, and hopefully buying a set of timbales off him too. Yeah, I just want you guys to know that Sam was teaching to the last week. He was practicing. He even practiced in the hospital, and he loved what he did. Where's the book? I got it right here in my room. I love what I do. He sure loved what he did. But 90% of that is music. Thereabouts. And it's rough for the schools, even for the school system. You know, you talk to guys. Frank Bellucci, I had him on my radio show years ago when I was still going to Five Towns. I went there for my master's, and he was saying how there used to be clubs and stuff you could get gigs at, and they're not there anymore, and there's not as many wedding band gigs because the DJs coming in and all this sort of stuff. Even the Broadway thing, you know, people using tracks, people not using live performers. But that's the performance side. It's not even easy in the school systems anymore, because you got if the school is lucky enough to have a music program, you got one music teacher versus 4 English teachers, 5 math teachers, and so when a job opens up, there's like 100 people going out for that one job. So you don't give up. If there's something you love, you don't give up, and you find a way. I posted on my page there online. There's one thing that Sam says on his positive thinking CD. He says, "You must find a way, I believe." And so that's just all we can do, I guess, is we gotta try to find a way. If you want something bad enough, you gotta make it happen, right? I saw Sam Christmas Day. He went in Christmas Eve, 2013. I saw him Christmas Day in the hospital. He was in the intensive care. And then I saw him one more time that week. He was off the intensive care unit floor. He was on a regular floor. The nurses said he was doing good. He was getting better. I gave him some Jello stuff he gobbled up. I gave him soup, and he had a good appetite. He had pictures of his students taped on his wall right across from his bed, motivating him, reminding him that he had people who loved him, care about him, want to get better. And he had that Vader pad, that big red Vader pad, and big thick sticks. And on his window ledge. And he thanked me for coming by, and I said, "See you later, Sam," and I didn't plan on later being so much later. But you never know. Never know. There's no guarantees. You gotta live today and make it count.
Oh yeah, so what were you saying? You have to who said you have to
Excusez-moi.
She said you're half Indian. I thought you were half Indian.
What?
We're in Diana's teaching room. Pads look like the pads that you would only see at a Sam Ulano's studio, and he's very present. He's very present. He's still with us.